All right, we are heading to Arkansas. My best friend John is behind me, and we are going to the Redding recreational area first. We're gonna find camp around there tonight, and on the way down, when we go through Fayetteville, I'm gonna have to stop, find water so I can put water in my tank. I've got 24 gallons on board water. Yeah, I'm really excited for a week of relaxation, hitting trails. Tomorrow we're gonna hit Oark Cafe and meet up with somebody. So we've got a good week planned.
The reason for this trip, just 9 days earlier, I found out my mom had a brain tumor and cancer throughout her body. This trip was a chance to step away for a moment, to clear my head, to breathe, and to prepare for the hard road ahead.
48 minutes until we hit Redding Recreation Area, which we're gonna try to camp in that area tonight. We've stopped, got fuel. Just an update on my truck. The gas gauge is stuck on full. So I'll have to deal with that when I get home. And I got an engine code from it that coincided with the gauge being stuck. So other than that, it is going really well. I'm really excited to get out here and camp.
So I'm gonna go right first and see what happens. I don't know.
We made camp. We have a really cool camp spot. It's probably 6 feet or so down to the water, so the dogs can't just run and get into it. I flew the drone a few minutes ago, but we're gonna have some really pretty views. It's a little windy right now, but it's manageable.
Yeah, I was wanting to try to find my phone because I want to take a picture too. No, on my phone. Yeah, it is.
That is actually the perfect sunset. Look at my dog. All right, we are just down from our camp spot. Charlie is loving life. He can get wet. Over there. There you go. Oh boy. What do you think, John Tate?
I think this is peak. This is peak, man. Peak experience.
Oh, there's our vehicles over there.
They're part of the seashell.
Oh, I got it. That's cool. Here.
Peter, Charlie.
And
Sorry. He was good at weird again.
oh, he was.
Come on, Charlie. Come on.
Good boy. Good. I love you so much, Charlie. Don't I? You're the best.
No, don't you say
You're the best stick retriever ever.
Don't get away from me. Get away.
Sometimes I catch myself trying to control everything from keeping Charlie from getting wet, to trying to make sense of what's happening with my mom, holding on tight to things I was never meant to carry. But out here, surrounded by trees and dirt and quiet, God reminds me I'm not in control, and I don't have to be. That clarity, that strength, it doesn't come from me. It comes from Him.
Get dirtier.
There we go.
Do you want to know how ridiculous I am? So this, instead of figuring out how much I needed, I grabbed the entire bag, which was way too much.
As we settled into camp that night, I opened up to John about the last 9 days. The shock, the fear, and the weight of not knowing what's ahead. There was something deeply comforting about being out here in nature with a friend and finally letting some of those emotions out. I'm proud of myself today for showing up, for being real, and for trusting that God is with me in all of this, even in the unknown. Good morning. It is Monday, March 17th, 2025, and it's 7:15 a.m. We just got up and we're getting ready to get out of the tent and start the morning. I am making coffee, and then I'm going to sit in the truck and journal and read and do all my morning stuff. But I wanted to show you, it's a chilly morning. The temperature right now says 38, but we've got ice on the trucks and stuff, so it's definitely cold. We were hoping to see Bigfoot over there, but we never did. The sun's getting ready to come up, so it'll start warming things up. But yeah, night one was good. We stayed up and had a really good night. And today we are going to Oark Cafe to meet Ed. And then from there, I don't know where our camp's gonna be. So I was actually wrong. It's 32, which I knew it was colder than 38. Sun's starting to come up, and I just got done talking to my mom and talking to Michael Ann. So now I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna journal. I've got more plate hooked up, and it's currently airing down. I'm going down to 18. We're getting ready to hit the Ozark Overland Adventure Trail, day 3.
It's the first time using it, so yeah, I broke a cardinal rule. You're supposed to test all this stuff at home.
It's all right.
Don't follow me, kids. Don't follow me.
Very, very similar to Northlake.
Yeah, it's just red. I know.
I enjoyed this camp, John. I do like how they have these little dust covers on these. We are all set, ready to go. He's airing down, and then we're going to hit some of the adventure trails.
$18. There we go.
All right, we are leaving camp, and we're gonna go start exploring. We've got about an hour and a half until we have to be at Oark Cafe and meet Ed. So we're gonna explore and see what all is out there. Look at these views. I was just thinking, after Oark, we have no obligations.
Yeah. I mean, other than overlanding and having a good time.
Yeah, and I think that's what's kind of cool is we literally have no idea where we're going to end up tonight, but we're going to do a lot of exploring. It's going to be fun.
I agree.
All right, so we're exploring and we came across this little grassy field. And John's going up there to look at some rocks. And we're getting ready to head to Oark. I guess he's not going up there.
Yeah,
That thing is not stable.
ain't nobody got time for that. Wait till you see these views up here when you make that turn.
Oh, wow.
We headed to Oark Cafe, tucked deep into the Arkansas hills. I was meeting someone I hadn't seen in a while. Ed Nance and I first met last year on the Buffalo River, where he was wrapping up a long career in park maintenance. We stayed in touch, and he heard I'd be nearby, and he asked if he and his wife Belinda and their granddaughter could meet us. They drove 2 hours just to have lunch with us. We shared a meal, caught up, and I finally got to meet his family. It meant a lot. I found myself wishing I could have done more to make it more memorable for them. But then I remembered, God places people in our lives for a reason. I may not always know what that reason is, but I'm grateful.
I don't care what they say about you. I'll do that. How's Little Miss doing?
I'll tell you what, right there is what my wife would just love to get, like bites. If she could take bites of the different pies, and she doesn't.
I'm grateful for Ed, grateful for that moment, and for the way God continues to remind me I'm not walking this road alone. Before we left the cafe, the owner graciously let me fill my water tank, 24 gallons, and wouldn't take a dime for it. That kind of generosity hits different. The food, the service, the whole atmosphere. It was all incredible. I'm telling you, I love Arkansas and I love what its people stand for. Kindness, grit, and heart. It's places like this that remind me that the world still has a lot of good in it.
So we just met Ed and his wife Belinda and their grandchild Amanda at Oark Cafe, had an amazing burger, and now we are heading back to Ozark Adventure Trail day 3 to complete that. And who knows where we're going to find camp tonight. Right here. Yeah, it's a little waterfall. We could stop here and let the dogs out, and well, now Charlie was swimming right there. I'm stopping here to get the drone back here. We may be near Bub's cabin. When we get to a good area to stop, I'll check.
Yeah, I had it marked Spurgeon Warren Cabin, so I mean that could be it. I don't know.
Look at that rock wall on your left.
That's cool, man. I wonder if these are like old like super stuff.
You know what I just remembered I forgot was my metal detector. Michael ain't got me one for Christmas. I need to have that in here every camping trip. Don't go anymore. Back up a hair because your ass end's gonna drop down if you back up. Don't turn your wheel at all. Just back up. You're gonna have to go straight for a little bit before you go across because there's a big old rock between your tires right now.
And I've got another big old rock up here, just like 5 feet ahead of my front passenger.
Yeah, you should be okay if you go slow. You're gonna feel it come up and down. But if you cut like you were, you're not gonna do well.
So I need to proceed forward with me turning left, right?
Correct. Yeah, you're good. Just go slow. You're almost to the top. Just go slow coming off. There you go. You're off.
If you feel foggy, I'll get footage.
Dude, I'll be honest. I don't know these trails enough, and if there's a bypass, there's probably a pretty damn good reason. Bypass. I could see us getting buried up to our axles in there.
I was just waiting on a sign from God of reason, and it was really nice.
Do you need me a spot? Kinda like that.
That wasn't bad. Just hug as far close as you can. I was waiting on a sign of reason from the gods, and you were it. I usually stop up here and check this, whatever cabin this is going up here. Not this, but going up here.
Yeah. I bet this is Bub's cabin.
Somewhere along the trail in the Ozarks, we came upon a place I'd heard about for years, Bub's Cabin. Built back in the 1800s, it's one of the oldest homesteads in the area, tucked away near the old Union Schoolhouse and kept alive by a man named Bub Pearson. I always hoped to run into him, but with everything going on, trail challenges, gear stress, and my mom heavy on my heart, I didn't even realize where we were until we pulled up right in front of the cabin, and there was Bub himself. And just like that,
Is this the official Bub's cabin? And are you Bub? Can I come talk to you?
the trail brought me to a place I didn't know I needed, a place that's still standing after more than a century, just like I'm trying to do.
I'm not very swift on my feet.
I've heard all about you.
Well, I don't know. I hope a little of it's good.
Do you mind if I video? How are you, sir? I'm John.
Okay.
Nice to meet
Where
you.
you from?
Kansas City, Missouri.
Okay.
So,
What's happening around here today?
not much.
I mean, it's Oklahoma, Nebraska. I've been
Really?
continually.
Interesting.
And Saturday, I'm up here, and there's probably, oh God, there's 200 people here yesterday, Saturday, but usually during the week, you know, nobody's around.
Are you the infamous Bob?
Yeah, I am him.
I'm John.
I
Bub's-
thought you was John.
I'm
We
John
are.
and he's John.
We do that because it's easy for you to remember.
Oh,
So, Bub, tell me about this cabin.
well, I've got that right up here in my book. It come out on the Historical Society last week, and there's a few things on it. You word of mouth, but it's a little bit more than that.
You definitely, you could definitely tell you put a lot of work and love into this place.
Well, I was only 50 years old when I bought it. I was a young man. I'm 90 now. And, I always said I was never going to hide behind my age. Thank God you got to hide behind it.
At some certain point, you got to know when to take a knee, sir. That's awesome.
Okay, I got you. Here it is. Okay.
See, I heard the best time to come was in the morning. Oh, wow.
So that's in the historical book that came out this week.
That's excellent.
Have y'all been here before?
No,
I
sir.
have not.
Good, well, good.
Got to take your blessings when you get them, I guess.
You want to look at that?
Oh, I looked at it while you were doing. Thank you.
Thank you.
That's incredible.
That is,
So is this a what historical sighting? What's the
Yeah.
journal? Okay.
They put out a quote paper twice a year.
okay.
I didn't know it was in
Can
there.
you see the
Who put
name
it
of
in
it?
there? I don't know.
The
Who
journal.
gave them the authority to put it in there? I have no idea.
So, you were 50 when you got this. And how similar was this property to when you got it?
Well, that old house is completely gone.
Oh, really? So
You had to debate all the windows outdoors is out. Do you set it for? See, I wasn't looking at the house or the barn or nothing. I was just looking at the timberland.
Mm-hmm.
But then I got to pecking around on the old thing and pecking around on the old thing and got it fixed up, what about as good as it ever was, and
Yeah.
And then it just opened up on the internet, you know, and my God, the people.
So was that your original, like once you started picking on it, was you thinking like, hey, this could be like, let's restore this for like old time's sake kind of thing? Or was it just a project of passion?
I don't know. I don't know really know.
Don't know.
I don't know how I got into this now.
You just started doing stuff and here we go. All right.
Where y'all from now?
Kansas City, Missouri.
There's a guy here a while ago from Missouri.
Really?
And one was from Oklahoma there. And then there's a whole bunch from way up there in the Dakotas.
You talked to my friend a while ago. His name's Caleb Baker. He interviewed you?
I'm 90 years old. I don't even remember who I seen this. My memory's gone.
You gotta get you a new memory card, bro. Put it on in there.
Wow.
This is incredible.
This really is.
So what are you out here picking on today?
I got little. I used to go get a load of wood. Now I go get a little.
Ah, the whole age thing you were talking about. Yeah.
Wow.
That's incredible.
We moved into an old house New Year's Day of '38. I was 3 years old. And this is how you got in it, so I put it on here.
Wow. Is it okay if I come up there?
Yeah. Come in. Now they said, that deal there said, they lived in this one room by itself here for probably nearly 40 years. And that stove, that fireplace was the heating system, the cooking system, the whole thing.
Wow.
And it said a large family.
Wow.
Yeah.
Jeez.
I couldn't imagine that.
Yeah.
And there was no roads or anything else coming back here.
Well, it was, just wagon roads, getting in here,
Yeah.
You go back there where that road's that high on each side of you there, at once it was way up there. That little wagon tar cuts and it washes,
Yeah. Yeah.
That makes sense. So you've had to do a lot of work to this to keep it up.
Oh yeah, it's just, well, I really think I haven't done much, but really I've done quite a bit. I did have to get a man to come fix the fireplace and chimney. But now this porch on there, there was just a lean-to kitchen here. When they got, the way I understand it, you built a log house, and when you got to where you could afford a stove, you'd put a lean-to kitchen on it. So
Wow.
a lean-to kitchen here, but the end just fell out and it was gone. So I tore it out, and then this wall was bare, and it was, and so I built this porch on here. This is about my speed of carpenter work.
Do you see quite a bit of wildlife out here?
Well, not a whole lot. I think it's mostly night stuff. You hear a lot. And so I had some old tin, and I'd put on a sheet and patch the hole, put on another sheet and patch the hole, and it looks about like the original up there.
Yeah. That is definitely incredible work, sir. Absolutely incredible.
And my floor's rotting out too, so I need to fix it. But when you're 90 years old, some things just don't bother you.
Yeah. Did you build this wall?
No. Everybody said about that, and I said, oh, I was down here, wasn't even running out of anything to do, just run down there and threw it up.
Yeah. I was going to say, that took a long time.
Oh my gosh.
So I guess that's a little storm shelter or something?
Well, that woman, she canned from early spring to late fall, all summer long. And they put it in there, it wouldn't freeze.
Okay.
It would have freeze in the house, so in there it wouldn't,
Okay.
So that's we put it in to preserve it,
That's incredible.
That is.
90 years ago was a long time ago.
34.
1934.
Wow. You've seen quite the progression since.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Electricity and automatic and running water and telephones. Okay, so we moved down at that old house in '48, but there's an old store building down there at the crossroads. And so this guy wanted to fix it up for a store, so it didn't take no money. He just fixed it up for the. And so he got drafted in the Army in 42, so the folks bought his lease out. We run that from 42 to 48 with no electricity.
Wow.
But now the Iceman run quite a bit, you know. Come
Well, see, that's the thing. Y'all still figured it out back then. Y'all were thriving. You weren't, you know, people go without electricity right now for more than an hour and they freak out, you know.
And so,
That's
but
awesome.
anyway, I went in the Navy in 56. And
Okay.
so we started on a house up through there and about finished it. And when I come in on Christmas leave, they'd moved in the new house. So I went in 56 and got out in 60. And I don't know how much longer. Sometime after I got out, we got a telephone as a 10 party line.
Yep. My great aunt and uncle used to have a party line.
With this one, your phone didn't ring, you had to pick it up to see if anybody on it.
I don't know if I like that game.
Right.
Of course, you'd pick it up, list of somebody else's cuts they're saying,
Well, I'm gonna walk around the outside of this, sir.
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
It was a pleasure to meet you.
Go ahead, go. Come on in here.
Yeah.
In the house.
Oh yeah. We only saw the front, you know, the entranceway. You know?
That's true.
Okay, everybody gives me something. And, everything in here somebody gave me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
And,
Well, you're doing something incredible over here, so that's great.
that's upstairs here. There's
Yeah.
two rooms upstairs.
Wow.
I was sitting here one day and a guy brought this stove and gave it to me.
That's incredible. So what's the most interesting thing you've seen since being here?
Well, I don't know. It's just kind of a pretty well rooted. Of course, when I come up there this morning, I was cutting wood and come in here, and there's about 3 or 4 vehicles there, and they were, the communication, privacy and all that stuff. There ain't no such a thing now. Everything, you can take a telephone and read all about a man's history,
Yeah. Yeah, there's no, yeah. That's insane to think about. I don't know how our founding fathers would think about that.
Oh, I know them. Sidewall Overland was here
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
When? Today?
today.
Oh, nice.
I've run into him a few times. This is just incredible.
Okay, now that was up there. I don't know why they stuck that on the walls, but that's the Ladies' Home Journal up there.
Oh, wow.
Man.
That is incredible.
Now that baby a cook now. There ain't no question about that.
Really?
That baby a cook.
That is neat.
Probably also will keep you warm, too.
Oh, that's nice. That is fireplace freeze you dead.
Yeah.
This is, and then this will stay warm after the fire goes out,
Yeah, oh, yeah.
And when I was a kid, you done your lessons at the kitchen table,
Oh, your lessons? You did your homework here? Yeah.
Kitchen table, because the kitchen was gonna come from place,
Yeah. No messing around. Do you work?
Wow. Michael Ann's gonna love seeing this.
Yeah, this is...
All right, well, we are off to go find camp.
Hey, on the side of that tree there, where no bear comes by here, there's that's a,
Right
on the other side there.
The other side?
Right.
We just found Marcy's territory there.
Oh, shit. Yeah. Okay.
I bet he's a big rascal too, boy.
Yeah, I bet so. Wow. This was a pleasure.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Bob.
Anytime.
All right.
All right, I didn't expect to see him. What a nice old guy. Well, I almost smoked a deer.
I think that ARB bunker would have something to say about that.
Oh, I agree. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go back the same way. It looks like there's some pretty good ruts on that other side. Turn left right here and see what we find.
Oh, so this is Car Wash Falls area?
Yeah, this takes you to Car Wash Falls.
If I remember correctly, there was pretty dope camping near Car Wash Falls, but I haven't been able to see it yet.
We made it to camp, and we are on the road that goes to Car Wash Falls. We pulled off, and it's a pretty cool camp area. We got sand down. There's a big fire pit, but with the fire hazards going, we're not going to be burning anything tonight. Although I should get this on video, because he can't get it lit.
What's what? Fuck you.
He's trying to cook. 48 years old, and I want to capture this. Why do we care what everybody thinks? All these expectations and everything that we put on ourselves. You know, today I had a good day. I had nothing. I was present in the moment a majority of the time. But yet, when we're back home, we have to be things for people. Why can't we just be us? I'm on a journey to find who I am, like authentically who I am. So I just wanted to capture that. We are cooking dinner. What are you making, John?
Cheesy, crispy tacos, enchilada style.
Oh, they're gonna be good. I've not had a bad meal with this man. All right, chicken tacos. Looks like, wow, what kind of sauce?
Just enchilada sauce
With some
with jalapeno cream cheese mixed in and a touch of hot honey. And some crushed Doritos. This one looks a little famished over here. We'll get that guy squared away. And then, I think that's about it.
What's the name of this, John?
Open faced enchiladas.
These are amazing. All right, so we are sitting here and John is trying to figure out, he has a Blue Yeti that is not charging on 12 volt. So we're trying to figure that out. Any luck?
Yeah. So what was weird is earlier, usually on my solar, my Blue Yeti will tell me it'll, on a cloudy day, it's dusty, I was reading around 20 watts input.
Yeah.
I just plugged it in and I'm already up to almost 80 watts.
Okay.
So I don't know what's going on.
So you might have a voltage issue going back to the tailgate.
Maybe, yeah.
Okay. So I think we have a solution we're going to try. So we have the vehicles on right now, and I turned mine on because of sympathy for John, who's having battery issues. And anyways, I always worry about my battery, but I'm figuring it out. So we have our trucks on, and I want to show you. It looks kind of cool. So one thing I love about the Toyotas, the yellow lights, the amber lights look so good. And when you go to Ford, nothing. Come on, Ford. We're better than this.
Good morning. It is Tuesday, March 18th at 7:20 a.m. John's been up for a little bit. I'm thinking he had battery issue. He just started his truck about 45 minutes ago. It's going to be a pretty morning. Got down into the mid 50s last night. And on the water here was probably high 40s. It wasn't bad at all. So this is what I love about having a front porch. Is I can sit up here. Being able to sit here and drink coffee up on my roof is pretty nice. All right, we are getting ready to break camp, and we're heading to Car Wash Falls, and then we're gonna head in town so we can kind of re-up on supplies, top off on gas, get water, just kind of do everything. And I want a good coffee, a latte. I got to figure out how to make lattes out here, because once I can do that, I'm set. But other than that, I'm excited to see Car Wash Falls. I've never seen it before, and we had a beautiful camp last night. So Arkansas never disappoints. All right, you ready?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So we go straight across and to the right. Yeah, that wasn't bad at all. That was a cool water crossing.
Yeah, it was pretty early in the morning. I was watching drones and stuff, but I was like, it's still a little early.
We set out on a trail that leads us to one of the Ozark's hidden gems, Car Wash Falls, tucked away on County Road 5881 in Hagerville, Arkansas. The drive-in alone was worth the trip, winding along gravel roads beside a big piney creek surrounded by mountain views, bright foliage, and towering bluffs. It felt like a little pocket of peace carved into the world. Out here, it's easy to forget the noise and just breathe in what God created.
I don't know, dude. That's just cool.
Yeah, it is. It's like what I'm surprised is, I mean, I'm sure the state and the county have to do a lot of work to keep this from eroding,
Yeah.
but it's like water, yeah, it's like right here.
Right. That is. Man, this is a very peaceful spot down here. This is a very peaceful spot.
Yeah. I mean, I think like with the camping that's around there and God knows what else is around here, this is a cool spot to just come and explore.
Wow, I'm glad we came through here.
Yeah, man, this is fun.
All right,
You got boogers in your eyes.
Now there's one thing we could do. We could continue this loop on back down on the other side, which is cool. I'm open with. Or we could find a spot to turn around and then we can head down, kind of backtracking a little bit where we came, but also passing by Pilot Rock and a bunch of other stuff too.
Dude, let's take this. I've never been on this. Do you mind?
No, not at all. I was just throwing an option out there in case you needed one. So yeah, I'm cool with this. So that big ass rock that's back there, like we just passed a couple hundred yards ago, like I want to know the story of that rock. Like how the fuck did you get there?
Oh, I agree. I really like this section of trail, John.
Yeah, this is good stuff right here.
Out here, far from the noise, I pass these homes that are tucked into the hills, and I can't help but wonder, what stories live behind those walls? What battles have they fought? What have they endured? What kind of life have they made for themselves out here in this stillness?
You know, how blessed are we that we're out here during the week, waking up to beautiful views, having great camps. Like, man, I really am appreciative of that right now.
We are, man. We're certainly very fortunate. And just trying to hold on to these little levers while we can, you know.
Damn, FedEx is hardcore out here.
Yeah, I'm not sure if they get a same day or next day delivery out here like we do in the city.
Man, what a cool job though for FedEx. Drive these 4 service roads. That'd be pretty cool.
We have 2 kittens here. We cannot decide. They're brothers. We cannot decide which one.
FaceTime.
Call my mom. Yes. I hope you have enough service.
I do.
So this is Top Hat. I don't think he's as cute, but he climbs in your lap on all of us and just sits there.
What's
He's
his
3 months.
What's his name?
Top Hat.
Top Hat. And then let me see the other.
Mustard seed is just gorgeous. He should just get those. Even my mom told me to get both, and I'm like, I can't do that without talking to John. Please.
Let me see him again.
This is what I call the ugly duckling that won't leave my lap and lets me hold him, and he's so adorable. And then, here, will you take Top Hat out of my lap? Because he'll just chill all day. Okay, I'm gonna put this down. This is Mustard Seed, who also climbs in our lap, but he is just gorgeous. He's got these white legs. These, John.
I don't care, do it.
You have to do everything you promised before we talk to him. Okay, I promise. Except not pay for him. You don't have to pay for him. No, we can't do that. You guys promised to help out work, and they're doing yard work for me for free today.
Oh, awesome. No, do it.
Please. You too?
Do it.
Is that girl? Hi, John. Thank you so much. Happy birthday to Mommy.
We are
At least it's
almost to the grocery store so I can get creamer and we can supply, but get them. If your heart's telling you it, do it.
My heart was so against it walking into here, and I'm just sitting here going, they'll just play together and
Yeah,
do it.
just do it.
Please record this conversation.
Oh, I never said it.
No, I meant on your little screen thing.
Oh, good idea. Yep. All right, I'm here. Hang on a second.
Okay.
Why don't we get gas before, since there's nobody there, before we get go inside?
Perfect, thank you. Yeah, I'm gonna try to remember to throw my trash.
We just made it to Harps, and I got some supplies and some coffee creamer. Now we're gonna figure out where we go from here. I absolutely love these gas station type burritos. This one's not that great though. Happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday dear Paige, happy birthday to you. I hope you have a great birthday. All right, welcome to Tinker's Liquor. You can drive through, but I got wine and John's grabbing some beer. I'll be.
Ready?
All right. So when we get up here, we're gonna have to make a decision if we want to go kind of the northern stuff or the southern stuff. What's your gut?
I think you kind of circle north so that way we can kind of, yeah, and then we can just come down and follow the rest of it, south and east. So let's take the northern approach.
Copy.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
I was just giving you an idea where I'm going so that way you know.
Yeah.
And then basically once we join up with that other trail, then we're gonna, instead of going north like we did yesterday,
We'll go east.
south, or yeah,
Southeast.
southeast.
Whatever direction.
Whatever. See that campsite back here?
Yeah.
It looks pretty cool. And on the river.
Yeah.
As I was driving, I couldn't shake this feeling, like something was going to happen. That kind of weight has become familiar since being diagnosed with PTSD. But this was more than that. Maybe it was the unknown trails, maybe it was worry about my mom back home, maybe both. Whatever it was, it sat with me, but I kept moving forward because sometimes that's the only direction there is.
I'll hop it on the hard ball for a few miles and then I'll keep it here.
I don't think anybody's been down this in a while. This is kind of cool.
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking. I mean, it looks like it's obviously traveled, but it's sparse. That is nuts. This is your pilot speaking. Congratulations, you just earned the Door of the Explorer badge and your pinstripe badge.
Okay, so we got supplies. We're back on trail. We aired down, and now it's all about exploring. We are near Pilot Rock, on the south side of Pilot Rock, and we just entered this wilderness area, and we're gonna just explore.
Analyst does an aerial shot in his like intros. This looks like that area, because it usually has it drawn up high. Does that make any sense?
Oh yeah, I bet it is.
Does that look like there's a fire over there at our 3 o'clock, or would it be at your 2 when you get up all it?
Yep, I knew I smelled campfire. Yeah, it looks like there's good fire.
Should we report it, or what do you think?
Yeah, stand by. I'm gonna get these coordinates and I'll call in.
You get a good view up here if you come up right here, and that way you can give your coordinates in a direction, a cardinal direction.
I'd say it's 140 degrees due from our position.
Directly
1,000
west.
yards. Or yeah, we'll say 800.
Johnson County 911, where's your emergency?
Well, I'm gonna have to give you GPS coordinates. We are on a trail and we can see about 1,000 yards to our west. You've got a pretty good fire going
Mm-hmm.
in the woods. Let me know when you're ready for coordinates.
Okay, and you are in Johnson County, correct?
Ma'am, I don't know. I'm not from here.
Okay. All right, go ahead with the coordinates.
It's 35.59516.
Uh-huh.
Negative 93.25014. And
140 degrees.
it's 140 degrees from that location, about 800 to 1,000 yards. And just based on the smoke we're seeing, it's probably,
Uh-huh.
I don't know, at least a couple hundred yards long.
Yeah.
At least a couple hundred yards long. It's down in a valley.
Okay, and what is your name?
John Howe, Howe.
And you have no idea other than what you just gave me about where you're at?
Right, we
The
are,
trail, the name of the trail?
yeah, hang on. We are on,
We were south of Pilot Rock.
we're south of Pilot Rock on the,
Yeah, I don't know if this is a controlled burn or not. But then why are they burning whenever there's high fire, like high wind advisories? You know, that doesn't make any sense.
Johnson County 911, where's your emergency?
I just talked to you and gave you the coordinates.
Yes, sir.
There's an area right on the trail we're on right now, about 5 feet off the trail. There's a tree that has burned and it's still smoldering really good. So, and there's a pretty good burned area up here.
Okay, and you said, is the tree still smoldering?
Yeah, there's about where the tree fell and the stump itself is still smoldering and it's trying to push it across the road. towards that other fire.
So there's two up there.
Yes. There's one on the east side of the road where we're at, and there's the big one on the west side.
Okay.
This one,
Okay.
the one that we're at right now, I'll grab my shovel and see if we can try to do something so it doesn't take off, but they're gonna definitely want to come up and put some water on it.
Okay, we'll get them sent that way.
Thank you. All right, so this was on fire. You could still see it kind of smoking. That one in the back is. That's the good thing about having onboard water. Michael Ann, you'd be proud of me.
Yeah.
Yeah, the stump is still hot. That's what bothers me, but so is this. Dude, we don't have enough water to get this out.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully we put a good stop.
You able to get a hold of the lady again?
Yeah.
I mean, the thing was that we let somebody else know instead of just ignoring it and moving on. So hopefully, like, it's kind of, I don't want to say.
So I can't zoom in on this. We've got another one cooking off down there. Yeah, this area looks like it's burned, and I don't know. I don't know if it was a lightning strike or what it was, but all down that hill where that other one was, where we were putting water on it, it was burned away too. That beef jerky and cheese is legit. So shout out to Morphlate. After we aired down, I had it hanging on the back of the truck, and many miles later, I walked around the back of the truck to get a drink out of the passenger side, out of the fridge, and saw it hanging there, covered in dust, and still hanging there. So Morphlate, your hooks work.
Like, if I was by myself, I'd probably rock this, and there's not a fire ring, but, yeah, I'll keep moving.
Yeah, dude, there's some good spots down here.
Like, that one I just peeped right here, like, this would be a good one, is, like, if we've been on the trail for, like, a number of days, and we're like, all right, we're gonna take a trail shower, good place, private, that's what that would be.
That makes perfect sense. This is interesting.
That looks like all hell tore loose in here.
Deep.
Yeah, she was definitely up to the top of your tires.
We just had a really cool water crossing. I should have got my drone up, but I didn't. I just love this area. This is a unique part of the trail for sure. I'm gonna go to low just in case.
Samesies.
Yeah, it's easy. It was literally right where our left tires were going to go, and that'd be a bad day.
Yeah, good call, man. Thank you.
When I first saw that, I was like, uh-oh. Right. We are having fun. We've had a lot of variety in our trail today. A bunch of water crossings. One was deep. We're looking for camp now, so we're kind of up on a ridge. Hopefully we can find a good camp.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure right yet.
Oh, we're doing this bypass. That shit to the right is crazy. Whoa. Well, me. I'm gonna go back ahead and
You can't do this right here.
I can.
I think you could. Hold on.
Wait one. I want your driver tire right here, bud. All right. So come a little bit. Yep. Okay. Yeah, boy.
Stand by.
Give me a hug. This is the first one I've ever do. Good job, man. Good job.
Man, that's a saucy part of the trail.
Absolutely.
Oh, look at that cabin up there. To your left.
Camp as fuck.
I don't know why, it just reminded me of, I've never been to Louisiana, but like a cabin on the bayou, looking up that creek like that.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that was, and it was like a little waterfall or just like a little spray. I don't know. That was incredible. Yeah. Dude, we're like, I mean, maybe 2 miles away from the cluster.
Oh no, let's go then.
Oh no.
Oh, I got stuck and I ended up getting out, but I was stuck for a couple minutes.
Were you worried?
No, no. It was an interesting part. So,
Good.
that was fun. We made it to camp. I'm not even sure what body of water this is, but we made it after a really tough day on the trail. I got stuck once. It was just fun. Let me show you camp. Here's the view. Here's camp. There's a big old fire pit here, but there's a burn ban, so we can't burn anything. And there's actually fire pits all over this. This place would hold so many people. Oh, I forgot to say, right after we got here, like within 5 minutes, a Jeep Gladiator pulled up that was built out, and I think they were gonna camp here, but it was a husband and wife from Joplin, and we traded stickers. Joplin Jeep Junkies. Yeah. There were so many cool parts of today.
There were.
What was your favorite today?
Favorite? Probably, you know, the very first water crossing around at the gate. Just like, all right, here we are.
Yeah.
You're in Ozarks.
It was
The one going to car wash. Even though it's, you know, it's a benign water crossing, it's still just like, you start your morning off with that.
Yeah.
Like, so I'd say that. What about you?
I'd say when I got stuck,
Yeah.
because I learned a lot.
Okay.
And I slowed down, and I was just like, well, worst case, I'll winch out.
Yep.
And yeah, I was almost to that point, but I finally got traction.
Good morning. It's Wednesday, March 19th. It's right before 7 a.m. I'm up in my tent and I'm just listening to how peaceful it is out here. I didn't sleep the best last night. I woke up a bunch and was having problems going back to sleep, but the weather and the nature helped because I was able to leave my rain flies open all night, and then just listening to that water flowing was very, very relaxing. So we're gonna get out and make coffee here in a few minutes, but just kind of enjoying the last bit of being in the tent.
What an amazing camp we have. Let's see if this has sound. I'm gonna try to start using this microphone more. We had a very good slow morning and drank coffee, talked, journaled, read, had just a really good morning. It's 64 degrees right now. It's absolutely beautiful out. And we are gonna we're doing the Ozark Overland Adventure Trail kind of in reverse. So we're gonna venture into day one. We're not gonna go that far because we just wanna explore this area a lot more. So we'll see what happens. At the end of the day yesterday, my Wolf box, the memory card was full. So I got it swapped out now, and I'll be able to capture a lot of good video on there as well as on here. So here's a better view of camp. I'd already pulled out. And this area is just enormous. Really good mud puddle here, but there's level ground for tent camping, trees back behind my truck for hammock camping. This is a really cool camp spot. I think today I'm most excited for completely exploring. We're gonna hit every trail that we can, which means we're gonna get into good stuff and scary stuff. But it's gonna be a fun day of exploration, and we don't have a real long time that we're not gonna go like we did yesterday for almost 9 hours. So we're on the trail this morning, and this is absolutely peaceful. I've noticed that first thing in the morning, before all the stuff hits your brain and it's starting to overwork and everything else, I have the best moments out here in nature. So just like this section that we're going through right now.
And apparently next on our the next agenda is a waterfall icon.
That'll be really cool. I don't know what it is about this section that is just so absolutely peaceful, with the canopy over the road. This is really my jam. I think it's also the stillness that happens when you're out here and there's nobody else you're really coming across. I've been able to see wildlife. I almost hit a deer yesterday. It's like you just integrate into nature. It's a beautiful thing. Like the birds last night started singing us a song because they didn't care that we were there. And I guess there's that battle of how to figure out how to bring that back home with me so that I can integrate no matter where I'm at and feel these things. That looked a little rough. All right, here we go. All right, so I was a little nervous on that because right before I came out of the water, it got deeper and I was kind of sinking down and not getting a ton of traction. So I was nervous on that one. But here we go. John's leading now. Go into 4 high. I always do 4 low whenever I do water crossing, so I have the power to get across.
I'm gonna go to 4 high.
Hang on, it feels like I have a flat. I hope not. Yep, I got a flat. All right. I'm flat. All right.
What are we doing, John? I've already showed people the...
I came out of the water and I had a flat.
So what are we doing now?
We're gonna see if it holds air.
It might be broken off the bead.
I think it is.
Are you going to... Okay, yeah, so I think it's off the bead. So what we're gonna do is go ahead and... I wouldn't put that up all together because you might still have, or you probably have to air down that one. But let's see if we can, if you could back up like 10 feet and get us more room.
Yeah.
Here, I'll cut this off. So yeah, basically what we're going to do is we're going to try to get going on the other side of the trail so we have some space to work with. And he does have a spare. See if we need to chalk anything.
Yeah.
I don't want to be a Nancy, but
No, I agree.
I'm also not trying to die.
I don't want to make things worse. I got the parking brake on.
All right.
It looks like I've got a sidewall puncture
Where?
on the bottom. Right here.
Yeah. I think we might be. Yeah, because we're dealing with your flex. So as we're going up, you know, yeah, we went up 8 inches, but your flex.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh shit, look at the inside of my tire.
Oh yeah. That is,
Yeah, that's ripped the f out.
yeah. All right. We might not need a plate.
Yeah, the inside of that sidewall is done.
I think that would be a stretch for Go Tread. What do you think?
Glue tread?
Or Glue Tread, yeah.
I don't know, I think it could, but I'm not going to.
Yeah.
That was fairly impressive how big of a blowout that is.
That was a gnarly rock.
Yeah.
Like I might have kicked it up different, you know what I mean? Like when I was in there, I could have kicked something up and then,
Well, I took a slight different line and who knows.
yeah.
I'm at 15.
All right, let's just put it on. Or I mean, here in a minute, I want to try to make sure this is the one time go thing.
Yeah. All right. Nasty sidewall. This is on the inside. Yeah, glue tread could fix this.
Good.
Yeah. I mean, it did get you off trail.
I'm still worried that the bead is broke, but that may be something we can mess with it.
That is.
Are there any other tricks up your sleeve you'd like to let me know about?
Yeah, no, I think I'm good right now.
That's about it.
We got the tire fixed. We got the spare tire put on. As you saw, I had a heck of a sidewall puncture on the inside of the tire while I was crossing that last water crossing. So yeah, that's the first time I've had that. We got it changed and we're gonna be on the road again. But it was nice having John here to help and kind of all hands on deck. Well, that was interesting. I started to panic for a minute and then just kind of slowed down, realized there was nothing I could do other than move forward with the problem. Yeah, we got it jacked up, had to move it once. We got it done, so. Changing a tire on the trail for the first time went about as well as I could have hoped, but now I was running without a spare and that left me uneasy. Every bump
Every sharp rock had me thinking twice. I tried to stay calm, but underneath there was a steady hum of anxiety. It's one thing to face a problem, it's another to keep moving forward, knowing the next one might be just around the corner.
I'm ready for some like smooth trails for a bit.
Yeah, I bet so.
On to the left.
Settings.
I think this is the shallower one. I'm sure we're good on either one. What do you think?
Yeah, dude, let's do this.
Okay.
I am risk adverse right now.
Well, you just chewed up some of your 9 lives.
Right.
You're like, I'm good, Wing.
Yeah. All right. This will be fun.
Absolutely stunning meadow back here, man.
Hey, why don't we stop up here and take a breather and let the dogs out? Come on, go Adam.
I think it's good to like move to get off the X, but like give ourselves time. Like once things seem to calm down, like it's a great call, man. Just like, hey, let's take a breather. Let's take a breather and appreciate things for a minute.
Because I'm not appreciating this trail right now.
Right?
Bro, I don't know where the trail is.
On the right side.
I'll wait for your clear once you made it up on the road.
I'm through. I'm just rock crawling to get over this tiny little thing. All right, that was a really cool, that was strange how you had to kind of cut to the right, and it was a pretty good climb to get out of there, but we made it. No damage, no nothing.
See, you're getting better at navigating. Great.
Thanks. Holy balls.
What?
Come look at this. Oh, there's a bypass. I'm glad there's a bypass right here.
I am too. I'm just curious. We're not gonna do it, but I just want to see. That's two. Yep. No thanks.
Yep. I'm gonna have to finagle. Don't come up yet.
You need a spot?
No, I just need to move over a little bit. That shit is tight. Once you get up, swing to the left so you can make this right hand to get back on trail.
There's no way a full-size rig would fit through that. What we just went through.
No way.
Alright, we are about as badass as you can get as far as vehicles go to get through that.
All right, that one I just went through is deep. The last big one.
Yeah, your license plate went bye-bye. It's still there, but it disappeared for a minute.
Stay there for a second. I'm gonna video you going through those. At a certain point, you're like, come on, Ozarks, you're on meth. Let me go home.
Yeah, it's like, okay, we get it, you're badass. Like, just let us be. No, I mean, yeah, this is muck and everything, but it is a slight reprieve from all the sharp rocks, so, yeah.
Yeah, that's true. More mud. She's deep. When you get up here, pull up to my left. We'll stop here and grab lunch.
Like right when yet, but like right when you got your flat, I checked my tire pressure, and it was funny because everything was at 15, like 15, 15, 15, and that was 14. I'm like, oh no.
Yeah.
But it seems cool. I don't know.
It looks like once we get down this and around that squiggly, it should be a little bit nicer.
I hope so too. Yeah, hopefully we don't have too much more hairy.
Yeah, like I'm good for some good flat roads, maybe a campsite off that road.
And I think as we approach some of these private land areas, it'll probably be nicer.
Yeah.
I'll turn my radio back on.
Oh, I just went into low. There's a bunch of them. That one's sneaky. It's gonna pull you left. I've come to the realization the Ozarks is angry about something.
No, I just think their wilderness fire is tough deep.
I'm gonna have to look at this and see which one's gonna be better. I don't like this angle. I'm gonna have you spot so I don't hit that tree.
Can you come my way and then back up?
You got plenty of room over here. Hold on. All right, keep coming. Hold straight. Yep. Just like that. All right. Your right side is going to start dipping. Yep. Perfect.
I'll come spot you. Yeah, you're gonna back up. Oop, you're on that tree. Right there, come straight towards me. Turn driver. Straight, but driver a little bit more. A little bit more. There we go, straight towards me. Don't cut it yet, straight. Just keep it straight. If you're coming down, don't turn because you're gonna go into that tree if you do. You're good. You clear, homie. I'm gonna get out and look.
And this is where things got f***ed.
What the fuck? Is that flat black?
I'll hush. You let me know what you need to clean it.
All right, right at the T, I got another sidewall puncture. And I'm gonna try to repair this. So it just so happens I just got my expedition kit, so I'm gonna open this thing up and see what we can do about this. This has been a day. All right. Expedition kit, sidewall valve stem puncture. and we're gonna test it on the trail. Right in these ridges. Yeah, it couldn't have been somewhere else. Yeah.
I'll just keep switching off like that and make good time on it.
I'm worried about that too.
I'd say we're not gonna intentionally do wild shit. We'll limp to camp tonight. This is just a few miles up the road. And plus, if this, which I think it will work, but if the blue tread holds up and gets you home, that's a serious feather in the cap.
Yeah.
Because these trails are no joke, man. Need more glue.
Yeah, go ahead and put some, because it has to sand off the extra. Allow 1 minute to cure. Once dried, lightly resand to remove excess. Measure patch, trace on the tire, 1/2 inch around the damage.
Love that guy.
I think I am gonna sand just a hair more. It's still leaking.
It's coming from there because when you right there, it stopped.
Yeah,
Put
it's
some
not.
glue. Let's see if we can seal that up around on those R's. It's like when you press it, it leaks. But the tire is going to flex as you drive, so it's gonna. I say, yeah, let's do that. Let's let it dry, and we'll just keep putting more on there, and hopefully we'll eventually seal it each up.
Yeah,
I'm not getting any bubbles.
I'm hearing it.
I think it's coming down here, but we'll just keep building on, as it dries, and we'll just keep.
Yeah, it just says if a leak is detected, it says remove air from the tire, add adhesive as needed, repeat until all leaks are sealed.
This was my second sidewall rupture, and I was completely out of spares and options. The patch we threw on was leaking because we didn't prep the surface right. With no way to read pressure on the gauge, I had to stop often and check the tire visually, just hoping I could make it off the trail before it gave out. So I decided to go fast, just to get off the trail.
No, we're going left. Okay. Yeah, meet me over here on this one pull-out. That's concrete.
just in your head, we might have to do this like we're about a mile away.
Well, what I'd like is to find the closest tire shop and kind of look that direction, see how, maybe we get the camp and take one body.
Take one off and like right into town with it, and yeah. I'm just saying we're not too terribly far from camps, and hopefully it's a nicer sailing.
We're not going off the road, right? I don't want to go back on nasty roads.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, we can make that call. I don't know. I've never been to it. No, I agree. I don't know. Mary, we're going to supposed to be near private property, so I'm hoping it's nicer.
All right, you want to turn around?
We're going this way.
Oh, we are?
Yeah.
Get ready to go, because this bitch is leaking pretty fast.
I'll let you, you want me to lead, or you want me to keep an eye on your tire?
Keep it on my tire.
Okay. You sure you're not full load?
Yeah.
I wonder once we get to camp, if we're able to get your vehicle's weight off of it, we might be able to actually patch it. Okay, because I think because the tires still supporting all that weight.
How much further up here?
I'd say a mile. Yeah, about a mile and a half most. If we can get up here past that little dog leg, like on up here, I think we'll fill up again, and then we got camps.
I'm gonna stop and fill it after we get past this house.
Alright, that's about where I was thinking. We should be able to ride in from there.
Right here.
Yeah, we made up a good stretch of trail right there, so that was good work. Hey, John, you're doing great, man.
Thanks. We'll get this figured out.
You see on your map just up ahead a little bit where it kind of shoots out to the left. That's the area.
I do not. Just let me know when we're getting close.
Right on.
Yeah, there's people out here. All right, where are we going from here?
We're not far. Keep an eye out on either side.
I'm gonna stop and check there.
Cool deal. We're almost there.
You want me to back in?
Either way, it doesn't matter. I mean, we ain't worried about level and all that shit. I don't know. Maybe see if you get. This looks kind of.
I just don't want to block you. I just don't want to block you in.
Oh. I'd like to get on this gravel if I can for this jack.
Just tell me where to go.
For driver. Yeah, right there. Let's back up some and get it on the 12 o'clock. Come on, straight back. Perfect, right there.
Well, here's the deal. We need to be able to get you out.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah. I can get out. Yeah. All right, keep on going. Go. So I don't want to take your tire off yet. So what I'm hoping to do is we can lift it up and see if we can still remedy the patch.
I don't think we're gonna be able to. John.
And then in the meantime, then you can Starlink see about a tire shop and just see what our proximity is, and then we can kind of shoot from there.
All right, let me check a second. Hey, I want to say, you were my boy. Calm.
You're handling it well, because dude, not that you're acting frazzled, that's why I said good job, because dude, if it was me, I'd probably be frazzled. So
I was, because it was like, I'm out here trying to do the right thing. Why is this shit? Okay, so after trying to fix this second sidewall, we didn't have a lot of luck, but we limped it to camp, and now I'm trying to get Starlink up so I can see if we can find a tire shop, because I'm gonna have to buy 2 new tires. Yeah, so I'm waiting on Starlink.
We found a tire shop in Marshall, Arkansas that was open until 5. Only problem, it was an hour away, and we had just about an hour to get there. Oh, and did I mention the storm clouds stacking up like they had a score to settle? I had no spare tire, no room for error, and just enough stubbornness to keep going, because apparently I like making things interesting.
All right, we are here at Riley's Tires and Lube, and they have a used tire that'll fit, that can get me home, and then I'm gonna call Toyo and see what the deal is, because 2 sidewall punctures within a couple miles on the trail shouldn't have happened. It wasn't even that rough. John didn't get any damage to his tires on his, and we took the same lines.
Good morning, it's Thursday, and it got cold last night, but with the heating blanket, it was good. Today we are going to head west, and we have one more night of camping before we go home, and I figure out my tire stuff. I'm truly appreciative that happened. I had the help with me to be able to get through it, and we'll figure it out. But beautiful morning, just very cold and crisp.
Yeah, yesterday was a day. Starlink's not working this morning, so we're heading to Kent, Arkansas, or Kent gas station. It's like 45 minutes from here. Since Starlink's not working, I can't do my telehealth with my counselor. So we're gonna try to get to a place where I can. Right now, I really feel like the devil is throwing all sorts of stuff at me, and I'm proud of myself for the way I've handled things, but I'm getting tired. It's super hard when these things happen, not to go worst case scenario, and we've gotten through all of it. I'm grateful that yesterday happened because it pushed me in ways I've never been pushed before. I think I realized that the Toyo tires are not the right load rating for my truck, which is why I got the sidewall punctures in the rear. So we're gonna be on a lot of paved roads today, and yeah, we're gonna figure it out. So I didn't show a lot of camp or anything else, and it's mainly because my stress level was high, but I'm working through it. So yeah, hang in there and let's see what happens today.
South on Upper Falling Water Road.
Radio check.
I'm on.
In 3.7 miles, turn right onto Arkansas 16.
That is absolutely stunning.
Oh, it is. It's too bad you can't camp right here.
Yeah. I'm not gonna be long at this one.
It's hard to explain what it takes to slow down when your brain is wired for survival. PTSD doesn't rest, it pushes, it pulls, it whispers that stillness isn't safe. But standing here at Six Finger Falls, something in me softened. The water didn't rush, so why do I? I'm learning to sit with the discomfort, to breathe, to notice. And in that quiet, I feel God. Not in the noise, but in the rhythm of the water. The wind through the trees, the gift of being here. This is what healing starts to feel like.
Pretty cool. Now I don't want to get wet. That's all I needed. That's all I needed, John, was to fall in that.
Right?
Dude, if it was summertime, I would love to go down underneath that.
Dude, I would love to jump off that and then like swim up under there.
Yeah. That'd be cool.
I mean, I'm not gonna dive head first, but I'm gonna do a shallow, like I don't know how deep this thing is.
Yeah, exactly. No, that would have been fun if it's. We just need to come back.
Yeah, this is beautiful, man.
Oh, it is. Just the landscape around here with all the rugged rocks and the little cave dwellings.
This is like, it's got that cute little face, but it'll fuck up your tires.
Oh yeah. Yeah, he made a good point. Arkansas has a cute face, but it has jacked my ride this trip.
Right onto Arkansas 16.
Just make sure you're out of 4.
Yep, thank you.
Let me turn around here.
It says it's right there.
gas station?
Yeah,
That ain't there.
it ain't there. Let's just pull over onto this. I've actually got service, so give me a minute. Jasper's 12 miles away.
Okay.
Wasn't it pretty decent size?
I think so.
Let's just go to Jasper.
Yeah. Where's that? North? Or keep going that way?
Yeah.
Or whatever direction that is.
Yep.
Start a route to Jasper.
Keep going. Me. How does it show on Google Maps
North on
that
Arkansas
there's a fucking
123.
gas station? That's some bullshit.
I mean, there was like never one there. Ever.
No.
Not even in the 1800s.
Maybe, you know what? Maybe it's a sick joke. Somebody added it and they just laugh. How? I don't get this.
Stuff about the COVID vaccine. Is it giving people, is it creating, heart problems? Are people dying from the vaccine?
I think that was a huge mistake.
Mm-hmm.
And again, I can tell you, taking care of countless people, I have patients that ran the spectrum across there. I had patients that said, I want me and my family to get every single vaccine there is. And I had other people that said,
Turn right.
we're not touching this thing with a 10-foot pole. And my job was not to talk anybody into or out of anything. It was simply to make sure they understand and can quantify the risk of both decisions and to be there and help them think through it. And that's it.
Here's the general store that I was mapped to that wasn't there.
Question on the myocarditis. Yes, there was indeed a real signal.
And whenever they're at camp and it's not like cold as shit, let's just do a topless once over on each other.
No, I agree. I think I've got 2 on my back and 1 confirmed.
Gotcha, and I do actually have tweezers, so that's good.
Proceed to the route. Proceed to the route.
It sometimes means I call my boss and say, and when people say, hey, you want to get together, my answer is usually no.
10 miles away.
Flip it.
In half a mile, turn left.
Man, what a junk pile.
In 9.5 miles, arrive at Oark.
Roger, eyes on.
There we are.
Test comes back negative. If you are
There's a
free
spot
of
right
cancer,
here by
is
this
very
UTV
high.
or on the other
The
side of that
specificity
GMC.
on those tests.
I'll go on the
And
other
when you
side.
know those two, sensitivity and specificity, and you know the probability that you have cancer out of the gate, it's called the pre-test probability, which
Yeah, I'm doing the
says
same.
you're a 42-year-old man, you don't smoke, but maybe you have a slightly higher risk because of your exposure to chemicals, blah, 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 blah. Your pre-test probability.
All right, round 2 of Oark Cafe. We're gonna camp near here since I have like no spare. And get lunch to go and go find camp. Pull over to that that big ass parking lot over there and just eat over there.
Now, is this a life-changing surgery? No. Can you live without your thyroid? But that's an example to live with.
That dog had the cone of shame hanging out the window. That was funny.
Because of my risk appetite, I make the decision to screen. I screen myself very aggressively. So I do get a whole body MRI every year. I'm very aggressive. You tell me what you're willing to do. Not for 1 week when you're being a hero. Like, tell me what is sustainable for you for the next year.
Okay, we are back at the place that we camped at night 1, and this is the Mulberry River. So we're about 4.5 hours from home from here, so we decided to camp here again. And the trail getting back here was super easy since I don't have a spare anymore. I think it was the best bet, and I'm glad I didn't go home today and that we get another night out here. It's gonna be nice, peaceful, and relaxing.
Ready?
What are you giving them?
Giving them raw beef bones.
Nice.
Easy. All right, Adina.
Good boy, Charlie. All right, last night we are at camp. We are having fun, relaxing, catching up on this crazy trip. Thank you for watching all this. From the bottom of my heart, I appreciate you. Good morning. It's Friday morning, and we head home today. It's almost 8:30 in the morning, and I slept in. That felt amazing. I've learned a lot this week, and I think staying in the moment and working through the problem, I was able to learn so many lessons. So it's been a good week, a week I don't want to forget. I'm getting all sorts of static on this thing.
Radio check.
Come on.
Any better?
No, I think I must have hit something. I'm gonna play with it for a second. Let me figure this out. This is like ridiculous. It's constant static. I'm kind of thinking that I think you need trips like this to not only make it an interesting story, but to grow, to learn, and to humble you. Because, you know, I'd done a lot of travel this last summer, and I didn't think about things like this happening. I'm so fortunate it didn't happen when I was in another state by myself, but yeah, this was a very good learning trip, but I am battered and bruised, and after we eat breakfast, we're heading home, and I can kind of reconvene, get with Toyo, figure out the tires I need to have on here, and go from there. So I've learned a lot this trip. Third time's a charm.
Third time's a charm, John. Oh, this is gonna be good. Let's get some gravy and bacon.
In about 15 miles, turn right onto Arkansas 23.
Yeah, dude, I think my brain's kind of foggy this morning. Like, I don't know, like not in a bad way.
Kind of tired, or probably just needing to, I don't know, everything to catch up, perhaps.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's just, that's why I think when you were like, yeah, right here, and I'm like, I don't remember.
No worries, man. It's all good.
Okay, I'll quit bugging you after this. Dude, that breakfast hit the spot. Like, that was a damn good breakfast.
It was everything I needed, but I didn't know I needed.
That's a very good description. Yes, like, I'm in a great mood. At some point, I'm gonna go buy a scooters. And, yeah, dude, life is good.
It is, man. It is. It's been I'm sure for you, it's been like, wow, this has been an incredible trip, but also like, what the fuck just happened?
We just left Oark Cafe and had literally, like, that breakfast was so good. We haven't ate great this trip. It just hasn't been a priority. And we've been stressed with other things. And so getting a home-cooked breakfast, amazing. Kind of to sum up this trip, I've done a lot of thinking about it. And I'm proud of the growth that I've made because I'm battered, I'm bruised, I'm bloody. But I stay engaged the whole time, and we got through it. So, as I say that, I have something that says C manual, so I had a new wrench icon come on, and don't know what that means. So when I get a good pullover spot.
Okay, that's interesting.
I'll have to hook up the code and see what code it's giving and all that.
You might be well overdue for a new air filter if you haven't put it in yet.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and do that while we pulled over. And something new happens. All right, I got a weird code. It was a wrench icon. I pulled over, I scanned it, and it didn't show any codes. So I'm gonna go ahead and replace the air filter just in case that's it. So we'll see. All right, air filter is replaced. Come on, Charlie. Here, load up. Up. The twin turbo and the intercooler on it, it is very temperamental with how dirty the air filter is. So I'm hoping that's it, and I can just get home to Kansas City and then figure things out. But we'll see. Are you wanting to stop and let them pee here?
Sure, yeah. Yeah, this is the place I was talking about.
That was weird.
What in the fuck, man? Holy shit.
Yeah, they were both driving at me, and I had to drive between them. That was weird. Oh, thank you.
Yeah, it's Friday.
But I'm just resigned to the fact that I'm like,
when I make it home, I'm going to be so appreciative.
Yeah. So did it make the code go away or the light?
Yeah,
Oh, good.
but it's never done that when the air filter was dirty. So I'm hoping that's what it is. But
Yeah.
like when I get home, I'm like right now it says I'll be there at 3:05, but like we're gonna have to stop and get gas. So probably like 3:30, 3:45.
Okay. I guess too. Reagan was so mad that you weren't going to be home this morning.
Oh,
She
Man,
misses
they must-
you and Charlie.
they must have something going on. This is the second ambulance running emergency.
Ew. Where are you?
Elkins, Arkansas. We're like 10 miles outside Fayetteville.
Okay.
Yeah, lesson learned, but what?
Well, this is going to be glorious then for you.
Oh, absolutely.
Did I tell you about the quick trip cards?
Yeah. You got them.
So,
Hold on, I'm gonna order.
Hi, welcome to Scooter's Coffee. Can I get you started with an everything bagel sandwich today?
No thanks. Could I get an extra large oat milk latte, hot with no flavor? And then can I do a pet cup? Just don't fill it all the way with whipped cream.
Okay.
And that's it.
All right, you can go ahead and scoot on around.
Thank you. All right, quick trip card. Now keep in mind, they're gonna start talking when they get up here.
that's okay. I'll just stop when I hear them.
Okay.
So we got the quick trip cards, and the city failed to pay the bill, so we all got set off yesterday.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, not the fire department, the city.
Yeah,
We paid them.
yeah, it's, hello.
It'll be 7:30.
That's just crazy that they could forget something like that.
Is that a golden retriever?
Yeah, do you
Oh
want
my god.
Charlie, come
They're so
here.
beautiful.
You can say hi. He's a sweet dog. His name's Charlie.
Oh my gosh, he's beautiful.
Thank you.
There's that top coat.
Thank you.
Is he a good dog?
Oh, he's an amazing dog.
They're all so good.
Yeah, he is a very, very good dog. Yeah, he's rarely on leash. We're just getting back from a week of camping, and he's beautiful.
Do you want a napkin?
Please.
Yeah.
Thank you. I don't know what's going on. That was the second we were coming from Elkins. That was the second ambulance going down that way. That's
It was like a wreck or something.
maybe so. Well, have a great day.
Just have pulled by the vacant building that was behind Scooters.
Yeah, I saw you. I'm rolling.
Okay, no worries. Making sure you knew where I was at.
Okay, get back. Back. 1 second. All right. All right, baby. I'm back.
Country is really scary, and yes, we're starting to close the border, but we
Merge onto I-49 North.
I am about, I don't know, less than 5 minutes from my house. We had a big trip. We finally gotten to the bottom of why I had the 2 sidewall ruptures. The tires that were put on this truck when it was built out were not rated to handle the weight of the back end, hence both the back tires popped and the sidewalls ruptured. So I've got to call into Toyo tires, and I'm going to find out the correct rated tire that should be on here with the axle weights and everything else, and see what happens. But I'm going to have to get new tires. I'm hurting for tires, but I should be getting this resolved pretty soon. I'm waiting on a call back from Toyo to figure out which tire to go to and where to get it put on. But overall, it was a good trip. You know, that sucked that happened, but we worked through the problem and I grew from it, and I guess that's all I can ask. I went ahead and stayed, and we obviously came home today instead of yesterday, and I'm glad I did. We had a great night at camp, great talking, but I am so appreciative of almost being home now. I get to see my wife, hang out with her, get a shower. I haven't had a shower since Sunday morning. Thank you for watching this episode and all the ups and downs and all the craziness we had. And I'll see you on the next episode.
After blowing through 2 sidewalls on the trail, I knew I needed something tougher. Over the course of a couple of days, I talked with a rep from Toyo. Unfortunately, since they weren't the ones who originally recommended installing that lower rated tire, they couldn't help me switch into a different model. So since I was going to be paying cash, I sought out other options, and I did some research. 4 days later, I'm now running the Mickey Thompson Baja Boss AT and 285 7017. I immediately noticed the tires were stiffer, and I didn't have as squishy of a ride compared to the Toyos. They were also slightly less road noise. Knowing I'm now running the properly rated tires made me so much more confident in my decision. That being said, I've got to brag on the Toyo tires a bit. Even though I was running tires that shouldn't have been on my truck. They should have only been on a stock Ford Ranger. I put nearly 25,000 miles on those Toyos through some seriously rugged backcountry in the Pacific Northwest and the Southwest U.S. These tires have been from Kansas City to the Canadian border in Washington to Area 51 and Flagstaff, Arizona to the mud in Arkansas, and they held up well until this trip. For being so overloaded, those C-rated Toyos never gave up, I have to say. I would have liked to have stuck with the Toyo because if their Load E tire performs anything like the C did, it's got to be one heck of a tire. But for now, I'm trusting that these Mickey Thompsons are going to get me where I need to go safely and without second guessing what's under me. Thank you for joining me on my healing journey. I look forward to seeing you in the next episode.